SoulsGotSOL here. Got some Solana news for you guys. Some very interesting things have been happening this week in Solana. First, let's talk about Serum. So I know a lot of people have heard about Serum. It's Solana's DEX. It's their main one, but the charts don't look very pretty for Serum right now, right? It's basically back to the last all-time high, right? It's basically in a huge downtrend, and it's been in this big downtrend for a while, right? Relative to Solana, right, the main, blockchain, it's not performing very well, and I suspect there is a reason for this, and I'll explain what my take on the situation is. The number one issue with Serum right now is the UX UI. Normal people aren't able to use Serum, in any meaningful way. There's a lot of people who are still getting error messages. This happened to me when I was trying to get my Samoyed coin a couple weeks back. I guess people are having issues with the settle button. This is another really annoying thing about Serum. You have to click this settle button in order to finalize your trade. People aren't able to do 100% market buys and limit buys apparently, because when you put in 100%, it doesn't let you execute the trade. You have to put in the ticker at like 98 or 99, I guess, and that's annoying, right? If you've traded on Binance, when you put in 100% of your stack, it automatically deducts the trading fees and the trade is executed, right? So people are having problems with it, uh, and it's not a very pleasant experience for most people to actually use Serum, right? And this is a huge thing that's holding them back. A couple of weeks ago, what did I do? I asked the Serum devs very politely about what they're doing to address these issues. This was May 10th. If you look at the date here, I asked them on May 10th. So it's been quite a while. I even screenshotted them, some other people who were trying to buy some coins off the Serum dexes and they were having issues. No response as of this morning. So Korea time, it's Sunday morning, no response, right? And so I left a message here in the general chat, in the Serum general chat, um, expressing my displeasure with the whole project and the devs. They're not very responsive, So if people are pulling out of Serum because the devs aren't taking care of their community, so be it. They'll suffer for it. Everyone knows what's going on with SolStarter. This is a dApp that's going to rapidly raise funding for new projects on Solana. They announced that there's going to be a whitelist and an airdrop, and because of this, some people have been trying to take advantage of people and going around scamming people. If you look in various Discord and Telegram groups, there are people who are claiming to be SolStarter. Obviously, this is not the real SolStarter. You can see it says SOI. They purposely used an I because it looks like an L, right? They're going around scamming people, and even in the Solana Korea community, there are people trying to, pull off the scam here. So people have to be really careful. Anytime people announce an airdrop or whitelist or whatever, this type of stuff happens, right? The same thing happened with Samoyed coin, right? Samoyed coin, there was an airdrop a while ago, and then these scammers on Binance Smart Chain, they used the MetaMask scam to try to pretend that they were the real Samoyed coin, but in fact they were Samoy fan token, right? SMOY. It was not the real Samoyed coin, right? So one thing that Solana can really do to differentiate itself from these other chains is we should be actively warning people about the scams that are going on, right? It makes Solana look bad if people get scammed, right? So this is actually one thing that pretty much everyone in the Solana community should be, trying to do, warning people about these kinds of scams that are going on so people don't get hurt. For those of you in the Samoyed coin community, you know my channel. I'm big on Samoyed coin. They delayed the SAM burn, the 5% SAM burn. Why? Devs are saying that they're considering donating to FTX because FTX is involved in charitable causes, right? So it's causing a pretty big debate in the Samoyed coin community right now. The Samoyed coin devs are leaving this to a vote in the Samoyed coin Discord. The admins are saying it's going to come from the 5% burn, not the scheduled 65%. Oh, is it the 50%? I think it was a 60. I think it was either 50% or 65. Not that the big burn that's going to happen during Solana summer. It's part of that 5% burn, right? And I've been pretty vocal in the Discord about transparency and accountability issues related to uh, this proposed donation to FTX, right? Because this is our money that they are playing with here, right? So it's going to be decided by us, right? So make sure you vote. Let your opinion known in the Discord. Me personally, I voted against this donation. Why? I actually voted in favor of it first, but I realized that they're not being 100% transparent with the numbers. They're saying it's going to be part of the 5%, but we don't know exactly how much of that 5%, right? So for now, I am against this donation. The devs, to their credit, are being very responsive. They're replying very quickly in the Discord, right? I think they realize that what happened with Vitalik, everyone knows what happened with Vitalik, right? We don't want another Vitalik style rug pull, right? That's the last thing I want to see. It's going to be really bad for the Samoyed coin community. Everyone's very united right now. People are, really really actively involved in the community, right? So if they make a move that hurts us, it's not going to be good for the Samoyed coin community. So let's hope that everything is resolved, in a reasonable way and everyone ends up happy, right? Next big thing, Austin has started to tweet about PitViperShades, right? It happened, I think, like starting from yesterday or 2 days ago, and I was keeping up with this. I had no idea what it is, but I guess it's some guy who's shilling these uh, these weird looking Kanye West style stunner shades, but it's all like rainbowy, right? And I don't know if it's like actual sunglasses that they're selling like on a website or if it's just purely an online meme type thing, right? I have no idea. But Austin is behind it, and everyone from basically Solana is behind it, and Anatoly is also following PitViperShades. A lot of people on Twitter trying to get their Solana swag. This is what Austin is saying. Pit Viper in your profile, increasing your chances of getting that Solana swag. Make of that what you will. If you thought I was kidding when I said Solana is behind PitViperShades, I was not kidding. This is actually from Anatoly's Twitter, his official Twitter, right? Of course, I added the LOL what because it's just too ridiculous, right, for me not to comment on this. All right, last big thing, SolDate. Yes, we are at that point in Solana. There's going to be a dating app on the Solana blockchain called SolDate. It is backed by SBF and Solana team. You can see here, Anatoly and Austin are behind it, right? So it's going to be decentralized dating on the Solana blockchain, right? So I have no idea if this is just a meme thing or if this is an actual thing. I don't think they have an actual website yet, right? So who knows? I mean, this is what's happening right now, right? SolDate. This is where we are. SolDate mentioned the Ashley Madison hack. If there's going to be a SolDate on the Solana blockchain, it's going to be decentralized. Obviously, these kinds of hacks will not be possible with SolDate. So if you're trying to cheat on your wife and you don't want your data to get hacked by these people who are going to find out about you and, ask you, extort you for money, I guess SolDate is the way to go, right? Could this change dating as we know it, online dating as we know it? Who knows? Okay, last slide. I ran with this SolDate thing. I made a profile for Anatoly and tweeted it. I'm hoping for a retweet. So let's see what happens. If you find me on Twitter and you see this post, retweet it. Let's make this go viral. So that is it for this week in Solana news. I searched on YouTube. There's no one doing these kinds of weekly updates for Solana, right? So this is actually the first episode. I'll be doing weekly updates, keeping up on, Solana Twitter and, keeping up with the community and seeing what's going on, right? So if you enjoy this, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.